Hello, I'm VX Toycat, and welcome back to QnA Saturday. QnA Saturday is a weekly series I run on my channel where I answer your questions about a variety of subjects, usually centered around the next update for Minecraft console. We're currently calling that TU36, and we do know it's coming out within the next either few days or few weeks, at some point this next month, and it's a very, very exciting time. So yeah, all of your questions coming from last week's Q&A. If you want to ask any for next week, you can leave them in the comments down below, and that's where I pick all of next week's questions from. So yeah, hopefully that's all clear and you all understand, because if you do like the video, please do like it and let me know, because it helps out the channel a lot. Lets me know you do like these Q&A style of videos, but also lets me know you're excited for the next update, which again, like I said, it's so close, sort of, and at the same time so far, I don't know, I'm really, really excited, but hopefully all of you are too, because we're going to move straight into our first question, which comes in from Always Decent, who asks, so, will other mini-games be free? And that's a pretty decent question, I'd say so. You could say it's always decent, but yeah, with that said, will other mini-games be free? Yes, mini-games, I believe their intention here, and this is based on what I said, right now their intention is to release mini-games for free, have some form of, additional map pack you can buy for it, so if you really like the minigame, you can support it and you can send some money their way, but realistically, it's minigames are a free kind of addition to the game to get people playing it more, and that's kind of their whole thing there. Minecraft receives free updates, this is just one of those types of free updates, although it just means that now there's kind of two types of updates we're going to be getting for console. I guess three types. There's the bug fixes, which no one really cares about, there's the feature updates, and then there's also going to be the minigame updates. So I guess we'll be alternating between feature and minigames, or, maybe we'll see how that does go, but yeah, right now that means minigames are going to be like a free part of the game. Think of them more as updates than DLC, because they'll come as an update, they'll come for free, and there'll be DLC alongside them, but you don't need to buy it. And I really like that system personally, because, in a year down the line, we might have 3 minigames, 2 years down the line, we'll have like 5 minigames, and I think at that point, that's when things get really exciting, because it's just like, oh yeah, you want to play some games, you can do that pretty easily. So yeah, other minigames will be free entirely, and that moves us nicely into our second question, which is to do a battle minigame, the first one releasing, and this is from Papu Tora, who says, #QnA, will there be eggs and snowballs? If yes, will they have knockback? So yeah, again, like I said, they're talking about battle mode quite clearly, I think, here, because eggs and snowballs do in fact exist in Minecraft right now. I'm pretty sure. I mean, I did a video on them, but maybe I was just imagining it the whole time and everyone just went along with it. But yeah, eggs and snowballs in battle mode. Unfortunately, based on my 2.5 hours there-ish, I didn't see a single snowball or eggs. However, there's one thing you gotta notice. First of all, there are items that are way more common than others. So a wooden axe, I think, is the most common single item you'll find everywhere, so will pork chops, etc. And certain items are very, very rare. I found TNT maybe 3 times, and I found shears of sharpness on 1 time in the entire session. So with that said, I think there will be some secret items or some rare items you find. Maybe the rarest item is shears, but maybe there is like eggs and snowballs you occasionally find and they do knock back. Again, that's something we're gonna have to find as the thing comes out. I'll do a bit of testing and I'll find out for sure. But for now, it doesn't look like they're eggs and snowballs, but there are fishing rods if you like knocking people back. Because I know people, there are some people that really seem to enjoy that on the PC side of things. So yeah, let's move on to the next question, shall we? Which comes in from Moneyfly27. They've got a $sign as their thing, so I guess they're filled with money or something. And they say, #QnA, will there ever be a YouTuber skin pack for Minecraft CE? So this one was answered in one of the Microsoft live streams. If you don't know, I guess it's the MCXP live stream. I don't know. It's the Microsoft/Minecraft team, but sort of not really at the same time. Basically, during one of their live streams, they did answer this question, because the thing about YouTubers is, when it comes to PC YouTubers, they use kind of very out there skins. When it comes to console YouTubers, we all use existing skins, because we have to, right? So if they made a YouTuber skin pack, if it was based on console YouTubers, which it probably should be, then you just get like, skins that are already available, and it doesn't really make much sense. So there will probably never be a YouTuber skin pack, is the vague message they sent across there. And although that's sad, I think it would be cool if you wanted to just get all of them at once. I think it just means you have to buy the individual skin packs. If you want to be me, buy skin pack 5. If you want to be whoever else, buy their skin pack, and that's something you can do right now. And I guess it does make more sense that way when you really think about it, but still, that's the answer to your question. So, moving on to the next one here, which comes from Taylor Chima, who asks, where in Spain will you be, Toycat? My brother will be in Spain at the same time as you. I'm going to Madrid. Madrid is the capital of Spain, if you don't know. I don't think it's like quite as well known as Barcelona, because Barcelona's in Catalonia. I'd like to go there at some point, but yeah, Madrid is just like the center. It's almost literally in the center of the Spain country too. And I figure, because it's that, and it's also the biggest city, it'll be like a good glance into Spanish culture. Maybe, potentially. So yeah, that's where I'll be. If your brother's there too, maybe we'll meet in the street. I mean, realistically not, but yeah, if you want to have hopes, then you can. So yeah, with that said, let's go on to the next question, which comes in from Bamboo Bob, who says, hey Mr. Toycat, what are the odds of shaders ever coming to Minecraft console, and do you think 4J may surprise us with command blocks in the near future? Also, do you like being called Mr.? First of all, I guess, do I like being called Mr.? Sure, you can call me Mr. Toycat if you really want comments, but yeah, let's, the actual question of shaders coming to Minecraft console. The thing is, shaders are something they've said they want to do on the PC as a part of the base game, and when that happens, they'll presumably be coming to the console. Whether they'll be coming to the 360 and, the PS Vita and stuff is a question we have to ask, and we don't know the answer to, but we do know that they will be a part of the base game, and therefore at least some Minecraft consoles will have shaders as a base part of the game, which is, it's pretty cool in my opinion. Shaders is like a mod thing, I do not imagine, but that's just, again, they surprise us in minigames, maybe they'll surprise us with something out in the future. I just think that right now that's their big focus. So, yeah, with that said, let's move on to the next question, which comes in from Jack in the Box, who says, so Cat, can you break blocks in battle mode? Simple question with a simple answer, no. Yeah, because the thing is, battle mode, I tried this once, because everyone was just not breaking blocks kind of instinctively, and I thought, I'm going to give this a try. You cannot break blocks, even if you really want to, which makes sense, because if you break a chest, it can't refill, and if you break the map, then you can do weird things, and yeah, basically you can't. So, and it's more like adventure mode than it is like survival mode, if you want to think of it that way. And yeah, let's move on to the next question. Oh, also, you can't craft or enchant or anything. Next question comes in from Agent Mindstorm, who asks, hashtag QnA, will the lag be reduced at all in TU36? Because if not, battle mode will be unplayable. This is one I wanted to kind of get the grips on, because all I know officially from 4J, if you want to know the direct from the horse's mouth source, I asked them, will there be service for this? And they said, no, it's going to be the same type of connection as a regular game. And I said, won't that cause some horrible lag? And they said, I guess in some cases. And what this at first, that terrified me, like, oh, we're going to have to deal with the problems of that. But the reality is, when you play games right now and you get serious lag, usually it's because you're with people that might not necessarily be suited for you. I imagine the matchmaking system, where you play with random strangers, is going to only sort you people who have a good connection to you. Hopefully, and even if they haven't done that, I imagine they'll also have worked on the netcode for this, because having battle mini games, which is laggy almost every game, that sounds horrendous if you ask me. So what I think we're going to have instead is more of a system where either one tries to sort you into just better games, where whatever criteria Minecraft console has, it fits, or second of all, they'll have worked on the connection, or maybe both at the same time. But I hope they've done something. That's all I'll say right now. So yeah, let's move to the next question, which comes in from Jeeper Creeper MC, who says, hashtag QnA, do you think that hide and seek will be included in the minigame list? So I assume he means like the next minigame or one after. I think hide and seek will come eventually, and I might have said this before, maybe it's during a live stream, but basically one of the little things about Minecraft and the 4J that you might not have known is the guy who's CEO of 4J, Van der Kyle, is actually, his children are really big fans of like the hide and seek and stuff on YouTube. I know they watch a lot of videos that way, and this is an interesting little point, because it means that if he is like directly aware of hide and seek, his kids probably tell him about hide and seek and how they wish they could play it. So I imagine it's something that he maybe pitches every now and then, and because it's a relatively easy minigame to make, I think we might see it at some point in the future. But whether it'll be the next minigame, or whether it'll be the third or the fourth or the fifth or something, that's something I can't say. But I will say that hide and seek is something that seems quite likely, especially since making maps for hide and seek could be quite fun for the developers. I'm not sure. We'll have to see how it does develop, but right now it seems quite likely based on that little bit of tidbit of information that I just found out randomly at Minecon. So yeah, that said, let's move on to the next question, which comes in from Hipporus, who says, hashtag QnA, Toycat, tell us what's happening here. Last year, everyone was talking about console finally catching up the PC, and we were almost apart for banners, etc. And then came 1.9. Then came 1.9, but not much happened for console. Now 1.10 is out soon, and console only gets battle mode. You said that they're working on implementing 1.9 features on console, and that will probably come later this year. By the time 1.11 or 1.12 come up PC, will console catch up? That was a lot of question there. I couldn't even read it properly because it's like really small on my screen. But yeah, to answer your question, yeah, Minecraft console was upstate of the PC for like 3 months there, and then 1.9 came out. Now I have to imagine they're working 1.9, the update team is, and that's coming out at some point later this year. You might say, oh, by then 1.11 will be out. That's not really the case. If you look at the update history for PC, one big update seems to be coming out every year, except last year where they just didn't do one. I imagine 1.10 will be coming out roughly the same time as 1.9 on console, and I think we might just be in a system like that where they'll always be a little bit behind because they're working from there. Realistically, it depends on the speed of the PC updates, but I think 1.9 will be out before 1.10, and then 1.10 will be out like a few weeks later, and I think that's the system we deal with on console. There's going to be a slight delay between when a PC update comes out and when a console update comes out, but I think it's fine because of the fact that they're working on other stuff to kind of make it more exclusive. Think about it, it's at least better than Pocket Edition, where even though they are catching up PC and they're getting features at the same time, there's a lot of features still just massively missing from the Pocket Edition, and I prefer the current console system where we've got everything minus some changes from 1.9, and then when 1.9 comes out, we'll have everything everything, minus the changes that are coming in 1.10, and I think that's a better system personally. But again, that's just me. I think it's a fine system because of all these other things we're getting at the same time. But yeah, that's why I'm optimistic. That's why I'm not like, oh no, it's all ruined. Because again, when you bear in mind just how slow the PC does get updates, I mean, the console can't really get far behind, even if it like is one update a year. And I think at some point, if 2 updates do come out fast on the PC, we will just get a major update. There's even a chance this year, for instance, I think it's a low chance that we'll see 1.9 and 1.10 together. Low chance doesn't mean it's impossible, and it's something that you do have to consider. So anyway, let's move on to the final question here, which comes in from Ninja Boy Plays, who says, will we get Minecraft console news at Minecon? I think almost definitely yes. So Minecon is this September, right? I'm pretty sure I got that right. And given the fact that the update for console has been in development for it would have been in development for roughly 9 months at that time. I think it'll be very, very close to the edge of development. And given that last Minecon, an update had just released, so they didn't show us that. Instead, they showed us the Greek mythology mashup pack. I think they'll be doing something like that this year. They'll show us either the minigame, or they'll show us the update, and they'll let us even play it, perhaps, maybe, if I'm there. And well, maybe they'll just let people in general play it. But yeah, very exciting stuff at Minecon, and I think we'll see something about the next update, probably, hopefully. I'm just curious as to whether it's 1.9, half of 1.9, or 1.9 and a bit more. That's something we'll have to see as the update comes out, though. Anyway, I hope you did all enjoy today's video, talking about all of your questions. If you did, like the video and let me know. It helps out the channel a lot, and let us know you do like the Q&A format with you know, the Q's and the A's and stuff. Also, let me know in the comments down below if you have any questions for next week. There is a chance TU36 will be out by then. If so, obviously, I probably will have to just get new questions from Twitter. But yeah, there's also a chance it won't be out by then. So yeah, I hope you did all enjoy today's video, talking about the next update. And I'll see you all in another one, which will be early tomorrow. Yeah, I'll see you in that video. Bye.